I would say that astronauts going to the moon and even further probably experience the same thing we do inside of a canoe. That was our highway. Yeah, there was dirt roads and stuff out here, but the quickest way to get from A to B was via the canoe. It's part of being a coastal Indian. I mean, it's just, it gets inside you and makes you just want to be part of it and be proud to be part of it.
The discussion, I can't say exactly, but it was probably my dad coming home that saying it's the state centennial and there's an opportunity for us to go and get a log and maybe build a canoe. Maybe it was 88. I don't recall the year for sure. But went up into the national forest to identify potential trees. And it was a very proud day for Tulalip to have these old growth logs come down and to envision what was going to take place. Otta here was somehow, because we weren't all sure. Certainly, I didn't know how it was going to happen, other than I knew there was going to be a lot of carving. Nobody had built a canoe in a long time here, probably since Chief William Shelton. Of course, we saw those canoes, but we never ever saw one in the water. We saw pictures, but we never ever saw one going through the water. And I don't know if anybody fully had the knowledge to build one at that time. In many ways, it's hard to describe that joy, that pride. It's just knowing that nobody else had any of these. This was ours. This has always been what we've always had, and we have it again. Nobody else has a canoe like this. Nobody else knows how to build a canoe like this. Nobody knows how to put this together and make this happen. And nobody knows what this feeling is like to get on this canoe for the first time and bring it to life.
Michael too.
My grandpa didn't really get the chance to learn a lot of things because of his parents not being able to get that experience. So being able to be one of the first ones, you could say, doing this, it's a really good experience. And I know all my family that's passed on are proud.
You know, I did my poll and proud of it. And proud to be the first. It was quite an experience. When we got to Squamish, they put me up in a little shack. I think they had about a half a dozen of them there on the beach. Went to sleep, tired, cramping, but I woke up singing Indian songs and kind of freaked me out at first, but it's just that spirit of the canoe that gets into your blood.
We have traveled for a long time.
My mom just instilled all these skills and teachings in me, and my aunties, Teresa Sheldon and Courtney Sheldon, have helped me a lot. And my grandma Tony was one of the first women paddlers for Tulalip's canoe crew. I think learning on the way is important, and knowing like that to keep a good heart and mind, and like it's all about like your mindset on the canoe. I realized that this is a way of life, and this is like spirituality, and like you choose this way of life, and I just fell in love with it.
I remember, like, Grandma did this 35 years ago, and you and Clayton just did the most epic thing for our family. It was an honor. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, it's an honor, babe. You did so good.
You speak to anybody, I'm sure they're going to tell you it was a experience that changed their lives. Everybody that paddled on that first journey, I think it changed all of us for the better.
It has grown so much more from what it was. For the kids to be able to go and learn our culture, but also witness other tribes. I guess the beauty of what the Creator has provided for us all around on these journeys, that to see what's there. Some of the kids, unfortunately, it might be their first time on the wall. For some, it's a real experience to an awakening of something they've had inside of them that just wants to come out.
It was beautiful to be on the water and paddling almost silent. It was our first time and everybody was just into it, and it was amazing. It's spiritual. Doing that, what our ancestors did for generations, and it was like our ancestors were welcoming us back.